everyone, and welcome to my podcast, Raw in Wonderland. I'm so happy you're here with me today. And today, I want to take you somewhere a little different. Not to Wonderland, not to Hogwarts, not to a philosopher's garden. Today, I want to take you to a grand English estate, to long dining tables, to candlelight, to soft piano music drifting through tall windows. Today, we're visiting Downton Abbey, and I want to explore a simple but surprisingly deep question. Why do so many of us love Downton Abbey so much? For those of you who haven't watched it, Downton Abbey is a British period drama set in the early 20th century. It follows an aristocratic family, the Crawleys, and servants who work in their vast country estate. What makes it special is that it doesn't just tell one story, it tells two. Upstairs, elegance, titles, inheritance, formal dinners, and downstairs, discipline, hierarchy, loyalty, and quiet endurance. But here is the interesting part. Even though the social classes are different, the emotional struggles are the same. Love, loss, change, pride, fear. And maybe that's where the magic begins. Here are my reasons explaining my love for Downton Abbey. 1. It gives us rhythm in a chaotic world. Modern life is fast. Notifications, emails, scrolling, noise. But Downton Abbey moves slowly. There are rituals, changing for dinner, tea at specific hours, walking instead of rushing, conversations that unfold instead of explode. This show isn't in a hurry, and when we watch it, something inside us slows down too. I sometimes think we don't just watch Downton Abbey, we breathe with it. And in a world that constantly demands speed, that slowness feels almost rebellious. 2. It shows us the power of dignity. One of the most fascinating aspects of the series is its quiet strength. Characters rarely scream. They rarely collapse dramatically. Instead, they carry themselves. There is composure, restraint, elegance in conflict. Even during heartbreaks, there is posture. And that's something modern storytelling doesn't emphasize much anymore. Downton reminds us that dignity is powerful, that you can be emotional without being chaotic, strong without being loud. There is something deeply reassuring about watching people handle life with steadiness. 3. It creates a world, not just a plot. Many shows survive on plot twists. Downton survives on atmosphere. The music, the candlelight, the long corridors, the soft sound of shoes on polished floors. It feels like entering a contained universe. You're not just watching events, you are inhabiting a space, and human beings love worlds. We love feeling like we belong somewhere, even temporarily. Downton gives us that belonging. 4. It makes slowness beautiful. There is something radical about beauty without urgency. Downton doesn't beg for your attention. It doesn't shock you every 5 minutes. It trusts you to sit with a moment, to watch someone pour tea, to observe a glance across a dinner table, to notice silence. And that silence isn't empty, it's full of tension, full of thought, full of emotion that isn't screaming. In a culture addicted to overstimulation, this kind of storytelling feels almost therapeutic. 5. It feels emotionally safe. And maybe this is the most important point. Downton Abbey feels safe. Yes, dramatic things happen. Yes, characters suffer, but the world itself feels structured, predictable in rhythm, stable in tone. There is no chaotic editing, no sensory overload, no aggressive storytelling. It's contained, and containment creates safety. I think many of us are not just watching Downton for entertainment. We are visiting it for emotional regulation. We step into that estate, and for an hour, the world feels ordered again. So, why does it feel like home? Maybe we don't love Downton Abbey because we want to live in 1912. Maybe we love it because it reminds us that life can be lived slowly, that ritual can coexist with change, that dignity can survive uncertainty, that beauty doesn't need to shout. It feels like home because it offers something rare, a world where time moves with intention. And maybe what we are really craving isn't aristocracy or corsets or candlelight dinners. Maybe we're craving rhythm, stability, atmosphere, grace. And Downton Abbey whispers, life doesn't have to be loud to be meaningful. So, until next time, stay curious, stay kind, and create your own little Downton wherever you are. Bye, guys!